Hello everyone. Today we'll know about 5 special flowers and we'll also know about how these flowers came on earth. Lotus. In Kannada, this flower is known as Tavare Hoovu. In Sanskrit, this flower is known as Kamala, Padma and many more names like these. According to Bhagavad Purana, the flower lotus was there even before the existence of earth. According to this Purana itself, the entire universe was under the ocean. During this time, Lord Vishnu will be sleeping on his serpent bed, Adishesha. At this time, the flower lotus will come out of the navel of Lord Vishnu, and on this lotus there'll be Brahma sitting. After Brahma comes out of this flower and feels surprised that how am I even sitting on this lotus, and then looks for the roots of this flower, and then finally he finds the roots of this flower that is from Vishnu's navel. And it is said that this is how lotus came on earth. This is the reason Lord Vishnu is known as Padmanabha, since the flower lotus emerged from Vishnu's navel. According to Gheranda Samhita, practicing Padmasana on daily basis cures all sort of diseases and also increases concentration. According to Bhava Prakasha book, lotus is said to be cold to our body and also increases the beauty. In Ayurveda, all the parts of lotus is being used as medicine. Usually, lotus is offered for all the Hindu gods. Especially, it is offered for Lakshmi. Arjun. In Kannada, this flower is known as Arjuna Hoovu and also in Sanskrit as Arjuna. It is said that this flower has come on earth from a Yaksha prince called Manibhadra. Let us know about that. Manibhadra was the son of Kubera, and also Manibhadra was a Yaksha prince. There's a story of him in Bhagavad Purana. One day Manibhadra with his sibling Nalakuvara and their respective wives will be fully drunk and lost in their own world inside the river Ganga. At this time, Sage Narada will be going on this way only in order to see Lord Vishnu. At that time, he comes through these two brothers and stares at them. But still, these two brothers, Manibhadra and Nalakuvara, doesn't even care that they should respect Sage Narada and shows disrespect towards Sage Narada. Seeing this, Sage Narada becomes very angry on these two brothers Manibhadra and Nalakuvara and curses them to become Marutu trees on earth. That means Arjun trees. At this time, these two brothers gets really scared and asks for forgiveness. Sage Narada replies that there is no forgiveness for this curse, but you both will be free from the curse from the touch of Krishna. As you'll be knowing the stories of Krishna, when he was a small kid, he had ate mud. For this, his mother Yashoda will tie him to a very thick drum-like thing so that he never tries to eat mud again. But mischievous Krishna tries to come out of the rope and free himself from there. For that, he tries and comes near these two Arjun trees and touches it, and finally shows all his divine powers and lifts the trees entirely with roots. From this act, the siblings Manibhadra and Nalakuvara comes out of the tree and asks forgiveness to Krishna. It is said that this is how Arjun tree came on earth. There are so many medicinal properties from this tree. The fruits of this tree are used to cure lice in stomach. This is actually followed in Ayurveda. Flowers of Arjun tree are offered to Lord Vishnu and Lord Ganesha. Dathura. In Kannada, this flower is called as Dathura and also in Sanskrit as Dathura. According to Puranas, this flower has been originated from Lord Shiva's heart. Let us know how that happened. There's a small story behind this. Usually Hindus will be knowing about the story called Samudra Manthana, known as churning of ocean. Here in the middle of the ocean, there'll be Mandara mountain. To this mountain, a serpent called Vasuki will be wrapped. Here, demons and gods starts churning the ocean by taking the help of the serpent Vasuki. Gods and demons starts churning the ocean from the serpent Vasuki, and from this act, Vasuki gets squeezed very strongly, and from his mouth comes dangerous poison and starts spreading all over the universe. In order to avoid this, all the gods pray Lord Shiva and asks him to come. At this time, Shiva arrives and then drinks all the poison. At the time he drinks the poison, a flower called Dathura emerges from his heart. That is why Shiva is known as Neelakanta, Vishakanta and also Nanjundeshwara. In Vamana Purana, there is information about this flower. It is said that this flower is seriously dangerous and also very poisonous. If anybody has this flower directly, it may cause to their death. This flower is that poisonous. But in Ayurveda, these flowers are used only after purification. It is used to cure skin diseases in Ayurveda. These flowers are offered to Lord Shiva and Lord Ganesha. Palasa. In Kannada, this flower is known as Muttuga flower. And also in Sanskrit, it is called as Palasa. It is said that this tree has been originated from the eagle's feather. Then let us know about this eagle. One day Lord Indradeva feels very thirsty and calls goddess Gayatri and asks her to bring Somarasa from Mujavana mountain. Somarasa is nothing but a divine juice all the gods and goddesses drink. In Mujavana mountain, a creeper called Soma grows, and a juice will be extracted from this creeper called Soma. This juice is said to be very special for gods and goddesses. This juice is being taken by gods and goddesses in order to achieve immortality. Now, as Indradeva had insisted Goddess Gayatri to go to Mujavana mountain and get Soma juice, so she goes there in a form of an eagle. Mujavana mountain was being taken care by guards of Lord Moon. And then finally, after goddess reaching Mujavana mountain and gets the Somarasa, at this time the guards seize her because she will be in a form of an eagle. So one of the guards shoots an arrow towards this eagle, and then by miss one of the feather which had touched this Soma juice will get arrowed and fall down. That feather will go and fall on earth, and then from this flower a Palasa tree starts growing. In this way, it is said that this tree got its origination on earth. This tree is also called as Sushravasa in Sanskrit. That means a tree which hears very clearly. Let us know what is that. One day all the gods will be sitting under Palasa tree and discussing about Gayatri mantra. At this time, this tree listens all this and starts producing three leaves for each strand in its tree. That too at the same time. Looking at this act, all the gods get surprised and calls this tree as Sushravasa. That means a tree which hears very clearly. In Ayurveda, Palasa flowers are used to cure skin diseases, and also they recommend for diabetic patients. Also used to reduce swelling in the body, and also used to reduce heat in the body. Palasa flowers are specially offered to worship goddess Saraswati. Bev. In Kannada, this is known as Bilba, and also in Sanskrit as Bilba. According to Skanda Purana, Bilba tree has been originated from the sweat of goddess Parvati. You'll be usually knowing about Mandara mountain. Mandara was a great devotee of goddess Parvati because goddess Parvati was the daughter of king of mountains. One day, Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati will be dancing for hours and hours. From this, goddess Parvati feels a bit tired and sits for some time. During this time, she will be sweating a lot. Then she starts wiping the sweat. A drop of her sweat falls on Mandara mountain. From this drop of sweat, small saplings starts growing. As months passes away, it becomes a big tree. This tree will be really beautiful. In this tree, there'll be three leaves in each of its strands. At this time, Mandara brings a twig of this tree to goddess Parvati and tells her that this tree was grown from the sweat of yours, and then asks goddess Parvati what are the uses of this tree, what should I do? Then Parvati, after looking at this tree, says that this tree is really beautiful and good looking, and explains it to Mandara that the three leaves which you are seeing here are the indication of Lord Shiva's three eyes. And also these three leaves indicates heaven, the present world and underworld, and also says that 3 is a very great number. At this time she calls this tree as Bilba tree and also names its leaves as Bilba leaves. In Kannada it is known as Bilba Patra, and also says that all the devotees of Lord Shiva should worship him from offering Bilba leaves to him, because Lord Shiva and Parvati are never different. So if devotees worship Lord Shiva from Bilba leaves, that is understood that they have also worshipped me. It is believed that in this way, Bilba tree originated on earth. In Ayurveda, the fruits of Bilba tree are used to cure stomach burn, diabetes, and also to cure any sort of infections. In Ayurveda, an oil which is extracted from Bilba leaves will be given as medicine. Bilba leaves are specially offered to Lord Shiva. And this was today's information. Let us meet in the next video.